Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I was just checking to see if I was in focus and it wasn't blurry and it wasn't too dark or anything. Sorry about the face. I've been in work all day and I'm really tired, but I wanted to do this video because it's something that I've been watching a lot of recently. I'm just gonna pull up the top here. It's something that I've been watching a lot of recently, and I actually think it's a really good idea. And it has taught me an awful lot already, and I thought, why not contribute to this as well? So by the title you can gather that I am panning a palette, even though it is May, so we're almost, well, it's going into June, so we're nearly halfway through the year already. I know, it's scary, but I feel like panning a palette is actually a very good idea. I'm just gonna jostle myself there, but I feel like panning a palette is a really good idea because you're actually getting your money's worth out of the palette. And the palettes that I'm trying to pan, or at least trying to hit pan on, they're ones that A, have been in my collection for a long time, and B, they're ones that I'm actually assessing. Like, I'm using these palettes and I'm saying, okay, would I repurchase this? What is it about this palette that I enjoy? And am I getting my full money's worth out of this palette? So, and those are questions that 9 times out of 10, I'm not repurchasing them. I do enjoy them, but I'm not getting my money's worth. So this video is kind of going to be an example of that assessment, but it's also going to be an introduction to my Project Pan from now until December, which is very exciting. But I am also trying to contribute more to my YouTube channel. It isn't a career for me. This is just a hobby. It's just a bit of fun. I really do enjoy YouTube, and I want YouTube to be about the makeup again. I don't want it to be like what you have and what we need to buy and this and this. It doesn't matter. What matters is the makeup and the community and enjoying it again and not being forced to buy things. So without further ado, guys, let's just launch into this video. So the first palette that I'm panning is my Naked Basics by Urban Decay. I've already hit pan on 5 of the 6 eyeshadows. As you can see, Venus hasn't hit pan yet, but it's so close. I'm dying for it to hit pan, just for that sense of accomplishment. Foxy is probably my most used and abused. You can see it's getting really thin at the sides there. Walk of Shame is actually following it quite nicely, and Naked 2 is starting to thin at the sides as well. So for the month of June, I'm going to try and sort of section it off and cut it away from the mainland, if you get me. And I'm really hoping to hit pan on Venus soon because it's actually driving me insane. The way I'm using this palette is I'm hoping to pan all of the foreshadows in between Venus and Crave. I'm not that bothered if I don't completely use up Venus and Crave. If I just hit pan on them and if I get a nice sized pan in them, that's good enough for me. But I'm also using that palette in conjunction with my Naked Original. This is my oldest palette that I own. It was my first ever. Would I repurchase it? No, I wouldn't, to be honest. Like, it is a palette I do enjoy, and I am wearing it on my eyes today in conjunction with the Naked Original Basics, but I don't feel inspiration when I look at this palette, and it's not a palette where I'm like, everything in this I love. Like, I don't like Crave and I don't like Creep, but I'm going to try and hit pan on Crave, not Creep, because I'm using Crave, because there's a lot of Sears. I'm using Crave in my Naked Basics palette. I don't like shimmery blacks, so I'm not going to use it. But I am going to try and pan the rest of this palette. It is going to take some time. That is one thing that panning a palette has taught me. I've been trying to do this for the past month. Although Naked is looking a bit ropey there. It looks like it's about to hit some silver there. But and I dropped Toasted. That's why it looks like that. I'm really sad about that. But I didn't drop Toasted, but it broke when I dropped my palette. But it's just a palette that I look at and I'm sort of like, I have so many other palettes that have the same color scheme, that have Some shadows I actually prefer to this palette. But I will link down below my video where I talk about my neutral palettes collection. And I make my own basics palette out of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Because I don't get my money's worth out of this palette. And the fact that I have to, the only time I do get my money's worth is when I use it in conjunction with my Naked Basics original. It makes me sad that this is €75 in my hands. Like, what's that? Like, this is 45 and this is 30. So it's just, it makes me sad that that's how much I need to spend on a palette to get the full use out of it. This one I'm not repurchasing when it's dead and gone. I don't really enjoy the Urban Decay matte formula. I just find it very chalky, very powdery, and I feel like the pigmentation isn't there. And also the only shadow that I love in this palette is Walk of Shame. I really enjoy it for blending out my crease colors and to help it blend into my brow bone. But I'm sure I can find something else that can do that same thing for me, be it Makeup Geek or any of the other Freedom style palettes where you customize your own. It doesn't motivate me, this palette. Now I do have a tutorial using solely this palette for Matte Mondays, and I will link that down below for you guys if you are interested. But this is how it looks for the month, at the end of the month of May. And I will do another video at the end of June. Oh, I'm on holidays. I'll do one the first week of July when I'm back, and I'll show you guys how I'm getting on. But for the moment, I'm fed up with this palette. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm absolutely fed up with it. I'm trying to use it in different ways, and as well, it is teaching me what I look for in neutrals palettes. And this one this is just not the neutrals palette for me. So when it's dead and gone, it's dead and gone. I won't be repurchasing it. And I'm doing this as well just to sort of teach myself to evaluate things better and to sort of say, well, what's in this palette that you would actually use. Now, having said that, originally I would have only used Naked, Book, Half Baked, Smog, Dark Horse, Creep and Gunmetal originally, and then when I started using Creep I didn't like it, so I stopped using it. But funnily enough, I would use all of this first half up to Creep. All this. Which surprises me because usually I don't like nudie pinks. But I absolutely love this look that I have on today. It is one that I have been sporting for quite a while now, and it's one that I will continue to sport. Yeah, like, it's a good first neutrals palette, but if it's a case of you're looking for a neutrals palette that you want to pan really quickly, I would recommend the Lorac Pro Original palette over this one. Even if you're looking for a neutrals palette, I would recommend the Lorac Pro over this one because I feel like you have more of a color selection, you have more selection of finishes, and it's just it's awesome. It's an awesome palette. But this is the product at hand. This is how we look at the end of May. I'm excited to show you how I look at the end of July. Hopefully within the next 3 months I will see some pan being hit. I'm hoping for the next video update I will have Venus hit pan on, because I'm so close. Like, you can I don't know if you can see it, but like, look at that crevice, that crater in it. Like, it's dying to reveal the pan, and it's going to reveal it to me. But if I don't hit pan on this in the next 3 months, I might bring in another palette just to save me from eating my own head, because I am getting frustrated with this. I've used it for a solid month now alongside my Naked Basics, and it does show that you do get your money's worth with these palettes, because holy moly, they just will not hit pan. So, and there's a good enough amount of kickback with these as well. So the fact that you don't get any pan because of that anytime soon, both frustrates me, but it's also a good quality to have if you're looking for something that you can get the full use out of, or if you can have it for a really long time. So that's it, you guys. That is this video. I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe. I miss you already. If there's any videos or looks or anything that you want to see being done, let me know in the comments section below. This tutorial will be up on Thursday because I am doing a Take Back Thursday, and I will be using these two guys as well because I feel like these are palettes that everyone has. Like if you started watching the beauty guru world maybe 4 years ago, this was being forced down everyone's throat because it was the bee's knees. Everyone had it. That's why I have it. And so was the Naked Basics because it was an all matte palette. It was the first of its kind, I'm pretty sure. But it's just not my favorite. But that is going to be Take Back Thursday. It's going to be my first Take Back Thursday. And I will be doing more as well. And it's sort of a way for me to branch out and sort of not neglect the rest of my collection because I have a lot of stuff. I'm not ashamed of it. So I will talk to you guys really soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye, guys.